It's time for the Proceed Halftime Report. If you need seed, think Proceed. Joining us today, District Sales Manager Tyler Campbell. Thanks so much for being here. You're one of the people that works out west with Proceed. How are things looking out west?
Yeah. Thanks for having me here today, Chris. You know, out west, it's been a challenging year, just like it has been everywhere else. But we got enough moisture in the corn out there this year that the yields are going to be phenomenal if we can get that corn out, and the flowers look good out there too. And really, other than some problems with wheat, you know, in the middle out there. Things are looking pretty good if we can get it done.
If they can get the corn out, are they going to do it like this fall, this winter? Because some guys here are going to leave in the field till maybe next spring.
Oh, it's going to be a challenge, but they're going to try to get it out this winter, and hopefully they can get as much as they can before March. You know. So.
All right, let's talk about some sunflowers as well. What's happening with them?
Yeah, so our sunflower line, you know, we're proud to announce that starting this year we'll have a line of express tolerant sunflowers for the growers. So typically, we ran in more of the Clearfield lineup of flowers, and this year we decided to go with an express tolerant to offer our growers the most, you know, the easiest way to take care of their weeds and more flexibility. So.
And one of the great things you always have is the Right Choice program. So, question you know, this year is, how do I fill my hopper? What do I need to do?
You need to buy a couple different varieties, or you need to buy, you know, one variety and quite a bit of acres, and we'll get you filled up and get you some good gifts.
All right, yeah, I was going to say, because there's more than just the Yeti thing. There's a lot of stuff going on there. Thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
If you want to find out more, go to Proceed.net. And of course, if you need seed, think Proceed, and stay with us. Much more coming up right here on the Proceed Halftime Report.
Welcome back into your Proceed Halftime Report. Beth Hool, Kyle Emanuel. We got a game.
Look, we keep hearing from fans. I keep hearing from fans all around the Fargo area. We want to see games that NDSU is just blowing everyone out. We have a really good game, and against a really good team, a team that's hot. We talked about it coming in. They've been able to run the ball. Javon Williams has been an absolute issue for this NDSU defense this first half. They've been really good offensively with Southern Illinois.
We kick off here in the first half. Bison on the drive, a successful first drive. Third down here, 20 yards. Trey Lance to Jimmy Kaporis.
Well, this is going to be a theme you see in the first half. Jimmy Kaporis on third down. NDSU wasn't great on first down, but Jimmy was great all day, or all half on third down.
Well, that opens up the run game, and Kobe Johnson for 44 yards.
Yeah, once again, NDSU gets off to a really hot start. This drive started at their own 8-yard line, too, so really good opening drive by this NDSU offense.
Makes it 7-0 NDSU. Southern starts to build a little bit of momentum here on a drive a little bit later, but James Hendricks comes up big with the coverage.
Yeah, Jimmy football, as we like to say, they, you know, I didn't think Southern would want to throw the ball a lot, and that kind of proved to you why they don't want to do it.
Yeah, well, they certainly turned the tide in the second quarter towards that run game. Here's Javon Williams Jr.
He was just dragging people and you heard Matt Enns talk about it. They have to tackle better in the second half.
And this one, nobody can bring him down, and he gets into the end zone.
And Beth, this drive was 10 plays. All 10 of them were runs. So, yeah, like we talked about, they were a good running team, and they wanted to do it on that drive.
It's a tie ball game there. Trey Lance taking the rare sack here.
Well, this was another one of the issues in the first half for NDSU. They moved the ball. They didn't really get stopped, but in the high red zone, Southern Illinois had a really good defensive line, and they kind of proved it.
We see a little bit more of that here late in the second quarter, but Trey Lance is able to elude this one.
Well, yeah, this is the magic of Trey Lance, and he does a really good job. I don't know how he gets away from that one, but then we're going to set it up again. Here comes yet another Southern Illinois sack.
Yeah, that's right. They tackle him here. They get to him, and we're seeing that clock tick down here. Bison trying to make that drive, looking for a little bit of momentum as they go into half, no doubt. They choose to go for it here. Trey Lance looking for Kaporis once again.
Yeah, Jimmy was the impact guy of the first half, no doubt, but just inches from being a touchdown. Either way, this is a really well drawn up play just to give yourself a chance to score 6 there at the end of the half.
And again, if you have any bit of your foot on that white there in the end zone, that is considered out of bounds there. Let's take a look at our halftime stats brought to you by the North Dakota Certified Seed Producers. Again, this is a 7-7 football game right now at halftime between NDSU and Southern Illinois. NDSU certainly rushing more, but Southern Illinois being awfully opportunistic with Williams there in their run game. Yeah,
they really have, and we talked about it a lot. Southern Illinois has 2 guys that are approaching 1,000 yards rushing on the season. Javon Williams is an issue. You get into the Wildcat It's already a numbers game, and he's hard to bring down as well. So, like I said, NDSU's moving the ball, 211 total yards the first half. That's a good half of football offensively. They just need to be a little bit better when they get into that high red zone against a really good Southern Illinois defensive line of not giving up sacks.
And that's your stats report brought to you by the North Dakota Certified Seed Producers. You see those penalties in there, NDSU kind of leading that list as well. In a close football game like this, every single one of those little things is going to matter here in the second half. Just kind of I'm looking for the Bison just to clean up a couple of things and just focus in on playing their game. We're not used to a 7-7 football game.
We're not used to this, but like I said, this is what people want to see. It's an exciting game. Southern Illinois with everything to play for. NDSU's got we talked about in the pregame show, they got that win streak to play for. But you're seeing a really energetic Southern Illinois team. We saw them on the sideline jumping up and down. Talk about getting a team's best shot. NDSU is getting the best shot from Southern Illinois right now.
I'm looking forward to this second half. Stick with us, though. We have more to come on your Proceed Halftime Report.
Welcome back into the Proceed Halftime Report. The Bison and the Salukis tied up at 7 here at halftime. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the rest of the Missouri Valley Football Conference. Already one final in the books. Youngstown State knocking off Illinois State 21-3, the final score in that one. Western Illinois trailing Northern Iowa 31-7. That game just into the fourth quarter. On the other side here, two more games to show you. South Dakota State trailing South Dakota as they are at halftime. 10-7, the Yotes scoring right before the halftime horn to take that 10-7 lead. And Indiana State holding a 21-7 lead over Missouri State. Plenty of drama to be had over the next 30 to 40 minutes as these teams get set to play their final half in the regular season, and then it's all sorting it out for the playoff selection committee. That's going to do it for the Proceed Halftime Report. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll get you back out to Carbondale for second half action right after this.